What kind of room here?
They are making iron utensils in this room over here. They melt the iron in that hole.
Wow.
The terracotta molds left behind were once used to make tools out of iron. But what was created in the next room was a matter of life and death.
Now, what is this room? What was this used for?
It's a workshop, and it's also interesting because there is a pigeon house inside the workshop.
Oh, really?
You know why?
Why?
Because they're making gunpowder out of the pigeon poop.
Many ancient civilizations considered pigeon droppings a precious commodity. Cappadocians had known for centuries that this bird excrement was high in nitrates, and they often used it as fertilizer. But after the invention of firearms, they realized this highly explosive substance was perfect for making homemade gunpowder. And over 500 years later, I was standing in the middle of a subterranean weapons factory.
So Sinan lived above this, a whole working complex down
Whole working complex. They believe living here and not being an architect is not possible.
This is a perfect laboratory
This was
for a great architect to be raised among. Amazing.
This perfect laboratory for Mimar Sinan is an invaluable time capsule today. And few people know that everything from the beginning of ancient factories to arches that inspired the world are all right here, buried 20 feet beneath this village in Cappadocia. Up next, a fortified 13th century luxury hotel buried underground.
In the last 50 years, around 200 underground cities have been found throughout Cappadocia, and new ones are found all the time. In fact, just recently, archaeologists discovered another lost city, but this was no ordinary find. It may be the largest and most sophisticated underground city in all of Turkey. It's still being excavated today, but it may rewrite history.
This latest discovery buried beneath Cappadocia is unlike any other. It's located in the town of Gaziamir on the western edge of the region. The locals always believed they lived on top of another world, but they had nothing to prove it. So the government gave them 3 weeks to start digging and see what they could find. A group of villagers got together, and no sooner had they broken ground than they uncovered a time capsule dating back 7 centuries to the dangerous days of the Silk Road.
Wow, there's just new excavation everywhere here.
Everywhere, yes. There. I can see all this excavation going on.
Archaeologist Guzin Karaköy is in charge of this one-of-a-kind dig.
Merhabalar.
So this is the new underground city they found.
The Silk Road was the major freeway of the ancient world. It was the lifeline that allowed people to get from one place to another, transporting everything under the sun. Incredibly, it extended 7,000 miles, which meant that rest stops were needed. And when it came to rest stops, the Turks went big. Here, beneath Gaziamir, sits a caravanserai, or a fortified 4 seasons of the ancient world. Experts believe this complex might go back 800 years. This rest stop fell out of favor in the 14th century, and hundreds of years of dirt and debris buried it beneath the ground, until 3 months ago, when they cleared away the mud.
All right.
And exposed the newest piece of Cappadocia's past.
So all of this was underground before.
Today, we were the first to ever be given access into this unseen underworld.
Off we go. Oh my God, it's a whole world in here.
Isn't this beautiful? I'm so surprised to see a place like this.